outgrind, I outshine me with a fancy necklace. My aura can't be messed with. I'm cocking bullies, dropping bullies, rocking hoodies, popping woolies, ride on the bench, reckless. Got trust funds for my loved ones. My family precious. My cars barking more than Charles Bronson. This can't be death wish. Death wish.
Peace, 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 family. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are having a wonderful evening so far. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I am a career and business coach using astrology. Today, I'm coming on here to talk about Venus in Pisces. It actually enters Pisces today on the 5th of April, and it'll be there until May 22nd. It'll conjunct the Neptune and Jupiter twice throughout this transit, which will be very interesting. It's actually exalted in Pisces for the most part. I think this is going to be really dope energy. I think it's going to be a welcome energy. I'll put it like that because we've been going through it for a little bit, you know. There's been a lot going on, a lot of energies going on, heavy, right? Heavy, tough transits going on. And I think with this energy, because wherever Venus is, it brings in loving, healing, compassionate energy, right? Or harmonious, balancing energy, right? And when you mix that with Pisces, it's unconditional love and compassion for others, right? And so this is really going to ask us to surrender to our ideal love and compassion, whatever that is. On the lower vibration or the shadow side of this transit, you can be very gullible at this time. You know, you may be feeling needy or lonely, which makes you feel needy and unrealistic in your unrealistic and in denial about your relationship goals or your idea about love. You could go in not fully being realistic, you know, or honest, or not seeing things that are hidden with this transit, right? Because the 12th house is all about lack of boundaries, you know, completely lost in the sauce, right? You know, you're very fantastical and imaginative, and that's great. But when you don't see the things that are hidden, or you're too far into the abyss, if you will, it leaves a lot of room for pain, you know, and you can get hurt. This can really, your emotions can get hurt, you know, your intuition, your antennas are turned off here. And so it's kind of like walking into things blindly and not being real about them, which can really suck, you know. Pisces is a tough place for love on the lower vibration. It leaves room for, you know, lack of clarity and fogginess, lack of direction of the relationship. You're just in it, you know, in the abyss of the idea of love and cuddling. So you want to make sure that you have boundaries so that you can see what's hidden and not get hit with any deceit, lies, or addictions, you know. Making sure that you're getting something out of the situation. And because Venus also rules all relationships, this doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, this can be you coming to grips with that there's been some lies, deceit, and addictions within a spiritual connection, or a guru, or somebody that you look up to in the spiritual community, or some lack of clarity and direction in your spiritual practices or your intuition. Like giving your power to somebody other than what you were feeling, you know. So your intuitive feelers are off here. So being taken advantage of, and it doesn't have to be just the spiritual community. It could be a religious background. So your faith, you know, you might lose faith in something at this time. You can overspend, or give all your money to a spiritual practice or a belief, and that puts you in the negative or in detriment in some way, shape, or form. This could also be like overspending on somebody else, whether you are on a retreat or traveling or something of that nature, but you're spending money that you don't have on a person perhaps that's, again, not willing to give those things back to you, which, you know, that's an empty account balance right there. You know, you're not balanced if you're doing those types of things, right? Maybe people are stealing from you in these communities, spiritual communities, religious communities. Maybe realizing, you know, that you're on some kind of health scare or something, and you're giving too much money or putting too much money into pharmaceuticals, and you're waking up to that, and perhaps, you know, you get the ability to find somebody who will bring some solutions to both your healing and your health. You know, a mental block or clutter of fogginess here around these themes. A mental prison in some way, shape, or form could be coming up in this way. This could also be, yeah, maybe you planned a retreat and you don't get to go for some reason. Yeah, you may not just see the beauty in something around these Piscean themes at this time, you know. Okay. On the other side to this, on the more positive side to this, I'm telling you guys right now, this is absolutely freaking magical. Especially if you're already in a relationship, and there's equal give and take. This could be a time that is just downright succulent, magical, and fantastical. I promise you, it's going to be like heaven. You know, you could be going on a romantic retreat where you're connecting to your significant other on a very intuitive soul level even here. And preferably by sea, because, you know, Pisces rules water. Doesn't have to be. It could be a themed getaway with Pisces. I feel like Pisces rules themes, you know, because it's very, it rules Hollywood, right? And so doing something that allows you guys to be somebody other than yourselves, or you're dressing up or something like that, you know, like a ball, a gala or something like that, you know. This can be just a very elegant getaway or a spiritual one, right? Very romantic. Very, 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 very romantic. You can magnetize love and intuition in your life at this time. Or being very, very creative, even having some dreams that help you be creative, almost as if somebody's working through you. You can find, again, cures to any kind of health or mental health issues So we can even see some of those things coming out in the, you know, on the world stage with the pandemic and everything like that. It doesn't have to be related to the pandemic, though, although it is ruled by that, right? Because it's pharmaceuticals are ruled, Pisces rules pharmaceuticals. But it could honestly be anything, maybe particularly around mental health, or maybe travel just opens up in general. We're getting some support here from this transit for travel in general. It could be the ending to the war, you know, or maybe even like that they find some equal level playing field here that allows, if not an end to the war, at least more open communication about eventually getting to an end to the war. This could be like nuclear things around nuclear, water toxicity, finding something healing for those things, like toxicity in water, or oil, something around the oil. Maybe the gas prices go down. Yeah. I mean, those are the major things that I'm seeing come up here. Or again, you're getting some clarity to any lies and deceit that you may experience, whether in a relationship or some, you know, again, a spiritual connection or religious or spiritual education or something to that nature could be coming up here. So clarity, a clear direction of where to go from here. Finally getting answers, maybe perhaps to something that maybe you wasn't sure of. You know, you just wasn't seeing things clearly. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. I mean, obviously I could say so many other things about this, especially with that Neptune-Jupiter conjunction happening on the 12th. But to be honest with you, I'm going to do another bigger video on that. I also have done other videos on that Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces conjunction. So you can go back and check those videos out to get a little bit more pieces to the puzzle here. But for the most part, I'm just going to jump right into all 12 signs. I thought it would be interesting to see how this is going to play out, because this is a really big month for Pisces energy with this Neptune Jupiter conjunction. It's going to be a stellium of planets in Pisces. And so very interesting and important, I think, for folks to know what's going on. So, and again, family, if you want to know exactly where this is playing out for you, I did do a smaller video on this to show people how to find the transits in your chart. If you're somebody who knows your chart or looks at your chart frequently, you can find any area that the transit is in. Like, for instance, we're talking about Venus and Pisces here. So the area of Pisces that is in your chart is going to be lit up. And this is most likely where this transit will be. Now, it does depend on the degree of your planets and the degree of this planet. And so I always say, if you find that the horoscopes that I read here today are not in tune with what you are experiencing, if you are a early degree sign, you want to look at the sign before yours. And if you're a late degree sign, then you want to look at the sign after yours. So if you're a cusper on either end, you want to look at those signs that would probably align more with what you may be experiencing at this time. All right. So I am going to pull a card. I have these astrology cards, and I've been drawn to pull them. I'm only going to do one because I thought it would be super interesting and cool. I've been shuffling them here, so they are immersed with the energies. And so, Aries, you are going to have this in the 12th house. So your higher self is trying to talk to you or communicate with you in some way, shape, or form. You could be having major downloads, visions, dreams, deja vu, leading you to a higher perspective. You and your partner could go on a retreat or build a spiritual connection at this time. Or you could be spending money that you don't have on a spiritual retreat, or you know, going out in some way, shape, or form. Or it could be on some spiritual things, actually. And the only reason why I say it that way is because Venus, the 12th house is the house of, it dissolves things. And so 9 times out of 10, you're probably spending money that you shouldn't, but it's going to feel so right. You know, it's going to feel right. And so, you're going to go for it. Now, obviously, on the lower vibration to all of this, you could be finding out some truths about somebody that you thought you had a spiritual connection with, that it wasn't what you thought, you know, and you're getting a different perspective on that and evolving. And you know, you're taking time for you. And so let's see what card we pull with this. Wow, Aries, you're showing up in your own reading. Yeah, this is crazy. You literally pulled your own card. I mean, if that's not saying do you right now, maybe even your you could be feeling like your self-esteem is up, or you're changing your appearance in some way, shape, or form that's just making you feel really, really, really good. You could even be learning or on a spiritual journey or path that's making you feel really good, and you're elevating in some way, shape, or form in your life. That's dope. Wow. Good for you, Aries. Taurus. So you're finding your own uniqueness, which is really helping you connect to a community of feeling connected to and a flow to something. Really like feeling in alignment with this community. You can fall in love with a friend. This is the 11th house transit. And money could be flowing into you, especially if you're feeling in tune with this energy. Now, unfortunately, you know, on the lower vibration, you could definitely be finding out something about a group or a friend that's not going to make you very happy. Especially if it had anything to do with money, or borrowing money, or lending money to a friend, which is unfortunate, you know. But I still feel like whatever it is you gain from this, it's going to leave room for you to find the people who, you know, you're meant to connect with at this time. So let's see what cards you pull. Ooh, yeah, the 12th house. So you could really just be in solitude. Again, just getting connected with you and who you are, doing work behind the scenes. You know, building on this community perhaps, or with this community perhaps, or reflecting, you know, relaxing and reflecting in whatever this is that's going on for you. Not too bad. It could be worse. All right, Gemini. The more you are in your purpose, the more compassion and love you'll attract. So this could be a reevaluating of your purpose, or what your purpose is, growing more in your purpose, or changing something around to align more with your purpose. You may be falling in love with an authority figure or somebody that you work with, and bringing in a flow of money. If you're in that energy, you definitely could see money coming in. So let's see what cards you pull. Ooh, yes, Uranus. So you're signing a contract. Okay, a contract. Oh, no, wait, this is Venus. Yeah, ooh, are you falling in love, Gemini? Let me find out. You could be falling in love with your work. Or again, money is coming in, or you are really starting to get recognition for the things that you've been doing or working on in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and you're coming out in the open now with what you've been working on, and people are going to be, you're going to get congratulated for it. Maybe even recommended from people. Definitely leveling up and elevating within your passion and what you do for work or a business. Ooh, okay, Cancer. You're deepening your bond with a spiritual teacher. This could change your world's view or beliefs in some way, shape, or form. Travel could also be the conduit of this change. You can be falling in love with a teacher or profiting from a book, public speaking, podcast, YouTuber, or blogging, or a blog that you have. Or this could be that you, through your travel experiences, you start to see the world differently and you get a higher perspective of something in some way, shape, or form. So let's see what cards you pull. Ooh, you pull the Pisces card. Yeah, so you're really in tune with your intuition. Wow. Really expanding your knowledge, beliefs, and worldview. Even your opportunities to travel could be expanding in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're broadcasting, or just like showing up on the world stage in a way that is meaningful to you, that's really helping you change your point of view in something that you do. Nice, Cancer. Okay, Leo. You're interacting with relationships that help you transform in some way, shape, or form, or desiring to transform your romantic relationships in some way. You can be letting go of relationships, allowing for new ones to come in. You can desire more compassion and love in your relationships, and making money from any of the divinations, or getting counseling, or, you're transforming and changing your mind and patterns that you feel like no longer serve you, right? And that's helping you transform in some way, shape, or form. Or you could be getting money from people who owe you money, or you're paying out money to people that perhaps you might owe money to. This could even be taxes as well. So let's see what card you pull. Ooh, Sagittarius. So maybe you are working on some travel plans, or your worldview or beliefs are changing from this. You're getting a higher perspective in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you're getting educated in something to help you become better at what it is you do. If you are in the divinations or spiritual practices or religion, and these things could really be helping you change your perspective and patterns as well. I really, really, really like this. I really like this. Okay, Virgo, you can feel love and compassion in your relationships. You can be delusional about a relationship that could teach you about yourself. Really healing in your relationships. So the upside to this is that you may be in peace and harmony with a romantic partner, for sure. But all relationships, there's some kind of flow going on here that's bringing joy to your heart. If you have any legal issues, you'll be you're going to get a pass. You're going to win, rather. I'll say it that way. It's going to turn out in your favor. Maybe perhaps you are working on something, getting better at something, and you get a mentor, and that's helping you in some way, shape, or form. Or your partner and you are getting some kind of counseling and working together to bring more harmony and peace, compassion and love into the relationship. And again, if it's not that, unfortunately, you can be delusional about a relationship, not seeing things clearly, only looking at the relationship for what you can get out of it, or somebody's doing this to you. And, that's going to come to light, and it's going to show up, and it can be very, very, very painful, once this lesson kind of smacks you in the face and you wake up and realize like, this is not what I thought it was. You're not getting what you needed from this relationship. Or this is the other person, and it kind of like breaks or shatters the illusion of love that you guys were in. And it's like, reality hits, like we have nothing in common. We were simply in a trance of our idealism about love, right? And that's really, really, really going to force you to heal the way you deal with your relationships, or move into your relationships, or walk into your relationships from this point on. It might seem bad in the moment, but these lessons tend to come out a lot brighter on the other side once you learn and evolve in this lesson. So let's see what card you pull. Ooh. Yeah, an unexpected change or something unforeseen that really could pop up in a way that might not be so fun. Or on the positive side, this could be that somebody unexpectedly proposes, or you unexpectedly propose, just being swept up in the moment of the energy. And you run with it, and you build a relationship off of that energy and that flow, which would be freaking amazeballs. Hopefully you're on the higher end of this, right? That would be really, really dope. If it's not, that unexpected surprise could be that, maybe this person wants more than one, or they're entertaining more than one. They're already in another relationship, that once this thing comes to light, now you have to let this person go, or vice versa. And it's just, could be really painful. It could be really painful. Or you go through this period of this love and energy, and then all of a sudden they turn cold and distant, and there's no more love there. It's a lot more lack. And that could be really disappointing as well. So hopefully you're on the higher end of that, Virgo. Libra, being of service to others, having compassion and love for others. Maybe even your work or health or daily routine get real busy at this time, so you could be raking in some nutty, really helping people heal in some way, shape, or form, whatever it is you are in, especially if you're in a spiritual work or line of work. You could be giving or helping people see things clearly, bringing clarity to people through your spiritual practice, or healing people through a spiritual practice. And you're receiving a lot of love and compassion for that. You're giving a lot of love and compassion for people trusting in your services, and choosing you for business. This could be an amazing work time. If you don't have a business, you could totally be at work, and everything is just like flowing, like, yeah, it's a whole vibe. Maybe you find love at work or through the work that you do. This could also be another possibility. So let's see what you got going on here. Ooh, 10th house. Yeah, you could be growing in status, power. Maybe, again, your business is growing. You're finally being noticed for the work that you do. So some kind of recognition. Or you're getting, gaining power within the work that you do. Power like, maybe it's a raise, or you're getting more money that's allowing you to do more things, or you're becoming a boss within yourself and honoring that. Or maybe even you're getting you're going from one position to a higher level position in some way, shape, or form. Or just really that you're on the world stage right now being seen for the work that you do. Okay, Libra. Now, unfortunately, on the lower side to this, obviously, you could be not seeing things clearly in a work relationship, and it ends up ending badly. Especially if you're dating somebody from the workplace, and you're finding out, oh, it was just an illusion. It was a work fling, you know, or that perhaps you thought this job was going to be great, whatever work it is, things were going really well, especially if you're in the health field, and it was really working out, and then all of a sudden something perhaps comes up that, you know, you have to end up changing the work, or you have to leave the job, because it's just not fulfilling anymore. Maybe you're not even perhaps able to do the things that you love to do in the way that you thought you were going to be able to. And it just becomes really disappointing. And, you know, like the illusion kind of gets cracked here, and you have to end up changing positions or something. Okay. Scorpio, you could be finding joy in your creative endeavors, having compassion and love for your children, going out and enjoying time with your significant other. So like dating and stuff, or having date nights, you know. If you're dating, you may fall head over heels for somebody. Be careful for being catfished. Or, you know, falling in love with somebody who isn't who they say they are. The dating phase is used to really just have fun, enjoy the moment with this transit. You know, I'm not saying don't ask the important questions. I don't think I would recommend that to anybody. But also don't let them let you overthink things. Obviously, if something's fishy, you address that and get the heck out of there if need be. But for the most part, this is really about just enjoying the idea of dating, you know, allowing yourself to be in that moment freely, openly, with compassion and love for that process. You could also find somebody where the connection feels super spiritual, and it really brings joy to you in some way, shape, or form. Or they just really make you feel good, like a child again. It could be something like that. And, you know, it's a mutual feeling there in some way, shape, or form. You could be learning something about a child that wasn't very clear, that you're getting more clarity on, or even a project that you're working on. Maybe it was something that you thought it was, and now you're learning, like maybe you might have to do some more behind the scenes work before you can really come out with it. It could be something like that, or you just find a hidden talent that you didn't even know that you had that is like crazy to you. You know, it could be one of those situations. Let's see what you got. Ooh, you got the 11th house. Maybe you're dating a friend, or you find a significant other online or through groups of people that you hang with, or you're really working and focusing on your goals. Again, some creative passion that's really bringing you joy. Even your wishes and hopes are coming in here. And you really have the potential to elaborate on those things and grow within that, whatever it is. You could just totally be more social and on social media a lot more than you typically would at this time. It could really just be something like that. But, yeah. Okay. Sagittarius. Let's see what you got going on. So there's love and compassion in your home life. You can have a great connection with family, or specifically your parents, or even your mom. Your ancestors' lineage, bloodline are connecting with you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe even you're learning that you have some property, land that's been passed down or left to you at this time. Or you're purchasing some kind of property, land, or home for your family to pass down. You're looking to build or start some kind of security within your home. Maybe you're even feeling really emotionally fulfilled with any relationship that you're in right now, especially around your home and family. Or your significant other is moving in, and it's really bringing a harmonious feeling to you, something perhaps that you've really been wanting, or there's equal give and take there, or a spiritual connection there that is really lighting up your life at this time. And so I might almost feel like you complete me type thing. It could be one of those moments. Ooh, and you have the moon to boot, which is the house ruler that you're having this in. You can even be doing this around one of the full moons or new moons. Maybe even perhaps that moon in Libra, where you're kind of thinking or considering, moving somebody in, perhaps, or moving things to the next level. Or again, you are contemplating on buying this land, this property, or building some kind of security through your or for your family through this house or land. An investment, that was the word I was looking for. Building real security, emotional security within your home and family life. Now, on the negative side, obviously, these could be things that you're finding out and getting more clarity on. And maybe you just don't have the money yet, right? Maybe there's a little bit more you have to go before you can actually complete this goal or idea. Or, there are some things that are being worked out in the family, past issues perhaps that are coming to clarity, and you're getting real clear direction on what some past issues were and things that have come up within your home and family life, even your emotional security, or your feelings, in general about home and family things. And you're getting some clarity around that. That could help you move forward from the past and let go of the past, even in some way, shape, or form. Breaking an illusion that probably was never really real, allowing you to heal for real this time, whatever this may be for you. Okay. Capricorn, you could be learning your partner's love language, or vice versa, how to communicate with one another on a deeper level, a more spiritual connection here. You can be learning how to have more compassion and love for your siblings and neighbors. You could be learning, studying something that helps you have more understanding for these types of things. Maybe learning a language that is just bringing you all sorts of feels. Maybe you're finding a love while out doing some errands or something like that, or getting your car repaired or something. Or this could be online dating. It doesn't typically come with my online dating thing, but it is through devices, right? This could be, maybe you're going to get your phone fixed, or there's something wrong with your phone and you find the love of your life there, somebody whom you really connect with on a spiritual level, that you just, you can't really make that stuff up, right? Not really expecting that, just like out handling business and you bump into the love of your life, right? Or you're making money off of something, or you're spending money on a learning opportunity that's going to help bring in more value to your life in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's see what card comes up for you. Ooh, conjunctions. I feel like you're going to experience this either on the 2 days that this transit conjuncts, where these themes are going to be playing out more heavily than not, or the Neptune conjunction is going to be a pretty big deal for you. So that's on the 12th. So I strongly suggest you go read or look through all my Neptune and Pisces conjunction videos, or do your own research there. It's going to help you with something that could really unlock something here, bring more clarity to something here. Or there's just a bunch of different storylines being played out here, and you have to kind of work through them all. So be patient with yourself. Know that this is more for to help you than to drive you crazy, although it might literally drive you freaking crazy. But it's going to be, I feel like, a good thing, though. I really do. I feel like this is going to be a good thing more than a bad thing. It's just going to be super overwhelming. Super overwhelming. Okay, Aquarius, you are manifesting material possessions or security in the things that you desire. Ooh. You could be connecting more to a spiritual practice that brings value in your life, or that brings income, or you are practicing some kind of spiritual practice that helps you find the love of your life, or unlocks your desires in some way, shape, or form. You could be really manifesting your ass off right now, whatever this is. You could be tapped into like your skills and talents in a way that you've never been before, and that brings love into your life, love or money. Let's see what card you pull. Ooh wee, Aquarius. You just pulled the Gemini card. That's your sister sign. Ooh, maybe you got two options and you don't know what to do. No. This could be like you attracting your divine partner in some way, shape, or form. Like you unlock something somehow, some way by manifesting or through manifesting. Now on the opposite side to this, you could be totally overspending. It's absolutely not necessary, and you're going to be challenged to do better. Or again, you're in love with somebody who, or you find love with somebody off the idea of, I don't want to say something that's unrealistic, but okay, I know. Okay. A desire that's not real. Or it's only for the moment. And then once it comes to clarity and comes to light, you're like, I gotta do more researching, do more. The beautiful thing about manifestations is that you can get them, right? There's no doubt in my mind that manifesting is a true, real thing. The problem with manifesting things is that if you don't have a life, if you're not grounded in practical reality with what it is you're manifesting. You know, spells are meant to be broken, right? And so if you're doing any of those things in that way and you're not being realistic about what you want or why even you want them, you know, unfortunately, when the veil breaks, it could be, you know, not so nice. The truth coming out, you know, in a very unfavorable way. But, yeah, man, you could find somebody that you're super good communications with on the same spiritual level as you. It could almost even feel almost fated with divine partner. So Pisces, you feel beautiful. You show love and compassion through your appearance, the way you dress, the way you show up for others, the self-love that you have for yourself. You could be falling in love with yourself. Your self-esteem is up. Maybe even like you started working out or you changed your health diet and it got you looking fresh to death, and you're bringing in the love of your life, or money opportunities that are just out of this world, crazy compatible, or just aligning with like everything you could ever dream of in your life. So let's see what cards you put. Ooh, yes, maybe you're getting a new job, the 6th house, or again, your health was in question. Maybe you wasn't seeing things clarity. You wasn't seeing things clear. You wasn't believing in yourself. Your self-worth was down. Something in your life was bringing in these lower vibrational energies. You caught hold of it and you checked it and you was like, look, I am who I am. You grabbed it by the balls and stood up to it and challenged it and changed your fortune and your values, which is really quite magnificent. I think that Pisces is going to be feeling this in a way that is absolutely dreamy, just dreamy, even if you do have some unrealistic lack of clarity type things going on. It's either that you've already got led up to the point where that lack of clarity wasn't coming in, and now you get it and you get the opportunity to work towards that now, or you're just now coming into this lack of clarity and now you're already showing up in this higher vibration, and it's just going to feel absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So as usual, family,